Okay, so this is a story we've been covering for the last couple of days this week. We're talking about e-scooters, and the reason we're talking about it because it almost feels like we're last on the boat here in terms of the popularity of e-scooters on our streets right across the country. There's a couple pilot projects going on right now. There's one in Waterloo, Ontario. There's also one in Halifax to test this out. But that's the big word, testing out right now, because it's not regulated here in this country. How do you use it? Where are you going to use it?
Is it the same as bike lanes? Is it
exactly
right?
So we are, let's just assume, for the sake of argument, we are the last to the party. That means a lot of other people are doing it. Why don't we just look at the other cities that are doing it and adopt the best practices? Where is it working the best? Let's see there. Can that test case apply to cities in Canada? If so, get on board.
Well,
I don't understand why it's so hard, especially because we're last. It should be hardest if you're first.
That's true. You have a very good point.
I think it's hard because if you look at Europe, for example, there was a death there and injury as well with the e-scooters. But advocates of the e-scooter program will say that it's really cost effective. It's a great way, say, for tourists to get it around. I don't know that people are necessarily using this for their everyday commute. And if they are, kudos to them. They don't go very fast, so I don't know if it's an effective way to get there. But it's a great way, say you're on vacation somewhere, to visit spots that you might not go to.
No,
Edmonton City Council is behind this. They're doing a test project as well. And the city councillors who are supporting this say to get people into the river valley, it's a perfect way for them to do it, and it's super cheap as well.
I would use this.
Yeah, I would use it.
Have you ever used Car2Go? I mean, they tried it in Toronto, but it didn't work because of parking situations. When I was in Calgary, I thought this was the greatest thing. That I can just pick up a car in any neighborhood and drive it to where I need to go, and that was it. And it's the same concept for those who aren't familiar with how this system works. You basically, on the app, I guess you find where the scooters are, or you see one, and you swipe and go.
But you know, pointing to the fatalities or the injuries is really the weakest argument that the detractors have in their arsenal, because there was a time where there were no car accidents, and that's the time there were no cars. When you invent a new technology, you inadvertently invent the accident that comes with that technology and the risk that comes with it. There are inherent risks to every technology. To say, oh, people are dying, people are getting hurt, that's always going to happen with new technology. It is not an excuse to ban it or create onerous rules around it to make it impossible to use.
Well, listen, it's becoming increasingly popular. In Calgary, there's been one company that's been able to kind of have it roll out over the last year. Another company's really interested as well. 100,000 individual rides over the last year. It's not available in the wintertime. If you're freaking out about snow, don't even worry. It's not available from, I think, November to March. But then in the summer,
the 11 months of the year.
But for the rest of the time, I mean, a lot of people are out there. There are regulations of how old you have to be to ride it, if you need a helmet or not. But definitely interesting to see.
Yeah, I think you got a great point. Look at what everyone else is doing and pick the good stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.